Parajetta, and every week I'm getting crafty and nerding out with a new geeky DIY project for you guys. Welcome to day 2 of Mulan week. I'm bringing you a new Mulan themed video every day this week to celebrate the release of the new movie. If you missed yesterday's video, I'll leave a link right up here for you guys so you can go watch it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification bell so that you can get notified when all the awesome Mulan projects come out this week. There'll be a new one tomorrow and the rest of the week. Today, we're going to be making some wedge-style heels inspired by Mulan's dress that she wears to the matchmaker. I'm pretty excited about this project, so let's get down to business.
The first thing you're going to need for this project is a pair of wedge heels. I got these off of Amazon, I think for less than $30. I'll put a link to where you can find them down below. Then we're going to start painting. You're going to need a magenta color. I used acrylic for this because they didn't have it in the fabric paint that I'm going to use later. But if you can find this color in fabric paint, I recommend it because it's easier to apply. Then you're going to apply this with a paintbrush to the wedge part of the shoe. You're going to have to put on a lot of coats of this, especially if you're starting with a white shoe, because it's very thin paint. So you're just going to have to paint some on, let it dry, come back, do another coat, let it dry, etc., until you get the right amount of coverage and color that you want. Then you're going to need some pink fabric paint. This one's called Petal Pink. And you're going to paint it on the top half of your shoe. Make sure you try and keep a clean line against the darker paint that we put on earlier, just to make sure that you don't have any strange pieces of pink hanging over the edge. We're going to be putting another color paint over the top of this, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's good to make it as clean as possible so you don't have to fix things later. This is going to take a few coats as well, but not as many as the acrylic paint. That's why I like using it for these projects, because it goes on pretty thick, which is nice, and it also gives a nice finish to it as well. Next, you're going to get some blue fabric paint. I think this one is royal blue. You're going to draw a thick line between the magenta and the pink. This will add some blue to match Mulan's outfit to our shoe. You're going to do this along the wedge as well as up to the front of where your toes peep out. Now, this blue took me quite a lot of coats to get on. It wasn't very thick. Next time, I'll probably use a different fabric paint, like the pink one I used that was nice and thick. This one was pretty thin, so it took a lot of coats to get the nice blue color that I wanted. Now we're going to add some color to the front of our shoe, and we're going to take a pencil and mark off where that color is going to go, just so we have some guiding lines. I did it so that it's kind of a curved shape coming off the top of the heel, so it's kind of wrapping around the front of your toes. This will add in the red color that's in Mulan's outfit. So you're going to grab some red fabric paint, and this one is called a deep red, and you're going to paint it within the area that you drew out before. This will take a few coats as well, but not as many as the blue. Once all that paint dried, I took my blue fabric paint and I cleaned up some of the lines. On my wedges, there was kind of a divot between the magenta and the blue, so I filled that in with some blue fabric paint, as well as the top of the blue line to give it some more definition. And I did the exact same thing with my red paint, just to give some clean lines and so we could cover up some of the pencil marks that we had on earlier. Once all that paint dries, we're going to want to seal it in. So I grabbed a clear sealer spray and I sprayed it all on the shoes and waited for those to dry. Now you're going to want to do this outside. Don't be like me and do it inside because it's not very safe. So go outside and do this. Then we're going to add the finishing touches to our shoe. I got some fake magnolia flowers, just like the flowers that are in the tree where Mulan and her dad sit to talk. You're going to want to take each flower off of the stem that it comes with, and you can just pluck those off of the top. They come off pretty easy. Then you're just going to get some wire cutters or some strong scissors and cut off the bottom plastic part so that you have a nice flat bottom to your flower. Then you're going to put some hot glue on the back of the flower and glue it to the front part of your shoe. This adds just a cute definition to the shoe and makes it really feel like Mulan.
I hope you guys loved these wedges. I just can't get enough of them. If you guys decide to make some of your own, I would love to see pictures. You can share those with me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll leave the links for you down below. There'll be a brand new Mulan inspired DIY for you guys tomorrow, so stick around for the rest of Mulan week and click the playlist right here to see all the videos that have come out this week in one handy dandy spot. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another DIY project where we get crafty and nerd out.